Okay, so I'm taking you guys through a beginner leg day today. I thought that most people were worried about going to the gym or avoiding the gym because they were worried about doing something wrong and getting themselves hurt or something along those lines. But I've learned over the last few years that people are so much more intimidated by just the judgment, right? Just the looking stupid because I don't know what I'm doing. And then, there is the fact that if you don't know what you're doing, maybe you will get hurt. But I really have found that people are avoiding and denying themselves the benefits of fitness and being in a gym consistently because they're so intimidated and worried about what people think of them. And I understand. We live in a very vain culture. There's an awesome quote by David Foster Wallace, writer, philosopher, that goes like this: "You'll stop worrying about what people think of you when you realize how seldom they do." I really just think that you shouldn't deny yourself the benefits of getting fit, working out, strength training, cardiovascular stuff, all kinds of just benefits from going to a gym. So I'm going to do a little series here where I'm taking people through a beginner level workout that's going to be effective, it's going to be efficient, right? So I know people don't have time to be in the gym all day too. So effective, efficient, sustainable type workouts. Those are the three things that I'm always working on maximizing with anything I'm doing for somebody, whether it's a rehab protocol or a personal training weight loss type program or something of that sort. This workout's going to be a little bit of a squat lunge focus. I take people through basically the 6 human movement patterns: the squat, the lunge, the hinge. A lot of people struggle with the hinge, and then the push, the pull, the carry. Those are the 6 fundamental human movements, and strengthening and training those movements consistently, I think, should just be a non-negotiable for every human being. So you're gonna see that I've layered in some options as far as substitutions if your gym doesn't have this or has this, or if you want to just switch it up. There's plenty of things, and there's all kinds of variability here. Just use this as a guide to be able to walk you through a workout. Just know that it's going to be an effective, efficient, sustainable workout that's going to be maximizing your time in the gym, but also giving you a lot of instruction as far as how to do things, so you don't have to feel like you don't know how to do those things. All right, let's go. All right, coming in with the voiceover. I like to pre-exhaust on the extensions and curls just to really get a bunch of blood into the muscle, get really warmed up, and it kind of allows you to kind of skip the warm-up, So you just get right into it, usually 4 or 5 sets of 12 to 15. Just get a ton of blood in there. You want to almost be walking a little wobbly by the time you're done with these. Pretty easy machines to use. Most gyms have them. All right, exercise 1, some sort of squat variation. I'm choosing the hack squat here. I'm gonna do a couple of easy sets, and then I'm gonna get into these sets you're seeing right here. So about 4 plates on either side, so that's about where I like to be for my working sets. Usually whenever I have this kind of a weight on there, I'm going to slowly get into the range of motion. I'm not trying to force depth right away, but we slowly kind of work our way further and further down. You're gonna notice I got a band on the back there. That band helps to do a number of different things. Helps keep some tension off my knees, helps the rep range kind of have equal tension throughout, and it helps a ton. So one of my favorite little squat variations. But you don't have to do the hack squat. You could do something like a lying leg press. You could do a regular squat. You could do a pendulum squat. You could even do a seated leg press. It's all gonna hit the same stuff. And just know, if you're training and actually challenging yourself, taking a couple reps close to failure like that, then you're gonna get a lot of benefit, and you don't have to be so nuanced about the programming. All right, exercise number 2. So now I'm gonna do some sort of a single leg squat variation in a stationary position. So today I wasn't feeling the best, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a seated leg press, just like this, but single leg. But here are a few other options in kind of ascending difficulty. You got a reverse lunge, you got a step up, and then the dreaded Bulgarian split squats. So I do a stationary lunge or single leg squat variation first because I'm really working on just optimizing the mechanics and making sure that I'm kind of pushing my knee out and that everything feels correct before we get into a more dynamic split squat or lunge variation, something like this sled push / sled drag. Or you could do like a walking lunge, carrying dumbbells, kettlebells, a barbell on the back. There's a number of different variations there. Or you could just do them body weight. You're gonna stay low on those posts with your elbows locked out. The sled push is gonna work more glutes and hamstrings, as the sled drag is gonna work a little bit more quads. You're gonna get a heck of a quad burn halfway through this repetition, I guess. It's gonna get really hard right around here. And the sled drag is also going to be really good for the lower limb. There's a whole bunch of muscle from the knee down that's getting worked like crazy here. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a leg day without hitting some calves. Thou shalt not skip calf day. So I like to utilize these to really stretch out my ankle joint and then utilize the full range of motion with a little bit of a double pump kind of repetition here, where I'm kind of stopping halfway and then going the rest of the rep. It's just another way to efficiently burn up the calves. All right, and we're back home. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you dug it. If there's something that you wanted to see, or if there's anything that you want me to throw my 2 cents on, leave it in the comments. I think I put the links to certain equipment in the description, so check that out. Also, there's a link to my website if you're looking for any kind of coaching, or if you're looking for anybody to help you out with a number of different things. Check that out. I'm happy to help. I've got a system that I've honed in now that's really starting to work really well for people, so give it a try. If nothing else, just subscribe, give me a follow. I'm Dre Health, D-R-E, Dr.E Health, pretty much everywhere. Everybody calls me Dre, but it stands for Dr. E. My last name's Eichler, starts with an E. All right, thanks for watching.